Hey, what's going on? It's your boy BT, and I came here to talk some boxing with thousands of True School Sports subscribers. Now, wanted to talk about a little bit just about the whole Jaime Munguia thing. You know, a lot of us are focused on the Lomachenko-Linares fight on Saturday, as we should have, because it was a great matchup. It wound up being a very great fight, but I didn't really get to touch too much on the Saddam Ali Munguia matchup because it got very overlooked. Um, it was an interesting fight, man. Saddam Ali it was his first defense of that 154-pound title he won from Miguel Cotto. He was signed. So this is what was interesting. He was signed to Golden Boy Promotions. Okay, now generally speaking, if you're signed to any promoter, it is their job to look out for your best interests. Okay, Saddam Ali was signed to Golden Boy Promotions. He was initially slated to fight Liam Smith from the UK, decent, solid opponent. Liam Smith pulled out, and they eventually wound up throwing Saddam Ali in with the very young Jaime Munguia. But Jaime Munguia is a massive 154-pounder, and he is really a solid middleweight. So, size-wise, it was a mismatch of a fight. I'll be honest. I mean, I didn't really during the fight week. I really didn't even pay enough attention to it to even consider it, but literally when I turned on the fight, I'm like, damn, this dude is huge, and then he was beating Saddam Ali from pillar to post. So there's been a lot of speculation from boxing fans, the boxing world. Was it a setup for Saddam Ali and all that stuff? I'm not really here to get into that, whether it was or wasn't a setup, because I'll leave that up for you guys' interpretation. There's plenty of videos for that out there. But what I wanted to say was this: what I gained from watching the Jaime Munguia fight and how just everything played out is the thing I took from it was the simple fact that Golden Boy Promotions, Oscar De La Hoya, they're attempting, okay, and I use the word attempt. The operative word is attempt. They're attempting to create another cash cow, a cash cow in waiting, if you will, a cash cow, maybe even replacement should Canelo falter. But they are looking to the future and trying to build their next Mexican cash cow. And that's what I took from this, because why would you throw in somebody who signed to your company in there with another fighter who's much bigger than him and much tougher than the guy that he was already slated to fight before that? It just doesn't make sense. So my take is that I believe that between Munguia and Golden Boy and Oscar De La Hoya, I believe there was already a deal in place prior to the fight happening that he would sign with Golden Boy Promotion, because he's 21 years old. He's Mexican. He's a very, very hard puncher. He's a very entertaining fighter from what I saw on the night. And I believe even last year, Ring Magazine, what you also got to understand is ran by Golden Boy and Oscar De La Hoya. They did name him the prospect, I believe one of the prospects of the year. So that's how I'm looking at this. I'm looking at this as Golden Boy Promotions trying to create another cash cow, And do I agree with the way they went about it? No, I think it was kind of sick the way they just kind of threw Saddam Ali to the wolves like that. I really wish he would have had more of a fair shake. But as for Munguia, what do we know about Munguia? Well, Munguia we know was one of the opponents that they were trying to get in the ring with Gennady Golovkin as a replacement opponent for Canelo Alvarez, the Nevada or the California or whatever athletic commission. They didn't approve of the fight. I don't know if it was California, Nevada. It was one of the two. They didn't approve of the fight. And ultimately, he found out fighting Vons Matarosen, obliterated him in 2 rounds. And a lot of people are saying now, after the fact, after seeing how Munguia fought, that they would have I'd rather have seen Golovkin versus Munguia. But, I mean, that's just how I'm looking at it. It is an attempt for Golden Boy Promotions to create another cash cow. Because let's face it, Canelo Alvarez has lost all credibility. He's lost all credibility, with the fact that, let's call a spade a spade. We know he's a cheater. I know he's a cheater. You know he's a cheater. And he knows he's a cheater. And he further confirmed that recently by saying that he won't even enroll in VADA drug testing. Okay, so he won't even enroll in VADA drug testing until after his suspension with the commission is up. Which obviously, as we know, if you know anything about performance-enhancing drugs, that gives you time to cycle out the drugs and get all the benefits of it. So to me, he has no credibility, and to anybody who would have a brain out there, he has to have no credibility. That's just how I see it. So The way I look at Munguia is the Golden Boy Promotions is looking to the future and looking to sort of, in a way, save face and create that next Mexican cash cow. And if they can get that, and if they can get that guy to come in the form of Jaime Munguia, a hard, young, big, dangerous puncher, then so be it. But that's just how I saw the whole Saddam Ali thing, and that's how I think they're gonna. That's really what I see him as, the replacement moving forward. So we'll see how his career develops. He's now all of a sudden in a 154-pound division where he can fight the likes of Charlo, where he can fight the likes of Hurd, and he's going to match up in terms of size very, very well with those guys because he's a big 100, he's a massive 154-pounder, and a solid 160-pounder. So don't be surprised. Don't be surprised if at some point within the next year and some change you see this guy fight a big fight, whether it be against Canelo or Gennady Golovkin. I wouldn't be surprised because Golden Boy seems to have some sort of plan for this guy. So let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. Take the time to subscribe. And like I say in every video, you can love me or you can hate me. But I'm just Kid from Daniel. So until next time, take care, guys.